Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. The studio lights burned brighter than usual that morning, or at least that's how it felt to everyone behind the cameras. There was a tension in the air, subtle at first, like the quiet hum before a storm, but it grew sharper with every passing second of the live broadcast. 3, 2, 1, we're live. The familiar theme music played, cheerful and polished, masking the undercurrent of unease that had already begun to ripple through the set of Good Morning Britain. Viewers at home saw the same polished smiles, the same professional composure. But something was different today. From the very first segment, it was clear that one of the show's stars wasn't quite themselves. Alex Carter, known for their quick wit and calm demeanor, sat rigidly in their chair, fingers lightly gripping their notes. Normally, Alex thrived in the unpredictable nature of live television, effortlessly navigating debates and breaking news. But today, there was a flicker in their eyes. Attention. The segment topic seemed harmless enough. A heated public debate about rising living costs and controversial policy decisions affecting everyday families. But as the discussion unfolded, the tone shifted. Across from Alex sat a guest commentator, outspoken and unapologetically blunt. As the debate intensified, the guest began interrupting, at first occasionally, then repeatedly, cutting Alex off mid-sentence. "Let me finish," Alex tried, maintaining composure. "But you're missing the point entirely," the guest interjected, leaning forward with a dismissive wave. "People are tired of hearing the same recycled arguments." There was a pause, just a second too long. The camera lingered on Alex's face. And something changed. "I'm not missing the point," Alex replied, voice sharper now. "I'm trying to make it, but you won't let me." The studio fell into a strange silence. Even the co-host, usually quick to smooth over friction, hesitated. At home, viewers leaned in closer. Social media began to stir. The guest laughed lightly, shaking their head. "Well, maybe if you made it clearer." "No," Alex cut in, more firmly this time. "Maybe if you listened." It wasn't loud, it wasn't explosive, but it was real, and that's what made it powerful. For a moment, the polished veneer of morning television cracked, revealing something raw underneath, a flash of genuine frustration, of being talked over, dismissed, and pushed to the edge. Behind the cameras, producers exchanged glances. One of them whispered urgently into a headset, "Wrap this segment, now." But it was too late. The moment had already landed. Viewers flooded online platforms with reactions. Some praised Alex for standing their ground, calling it refreshingly honest and long overdue. Others felt uncomfortable, arguing that the tone had crossed a line for a morning show meant to inform, not inflame. Back in the studio, the segment ended abruptly, cutting to a commercial break earlier than scheduled. The second the cameras stopped rolling, the atmosphere shifted completely. Alex leaned back in their chair, exhaling deeply, the tension finally spilling out. "I'm sorry," they said quietly, though it wasn't clear who they were apologizing to, the crew, the co-host, or themselves. The co-host placed a reassuring hand on their arm. "You didn't say anything wrong," they murmured. "Just, maybe a bit louder than usual." A producer approached cautiously. "We've got complaints already coming in," they said, glancing at a tablet. "But also, a lot of support." Alex gave a small, tired smile. "That figures." There was no time to dwell. The show had to go on. Minutes later, they were back live on air. This time, the tone was softer. Controlled. The next segment, a human interest story about a community coming together, felt almost like a deliberate attempt to rebalance the mood. But viewers hadn't forgotten. Clips of the earlier exchange were already circulating online, dissected frame by frame. Headlines began to appear within the hour, each one more dramatic than the last. "Morning show meltdown." "Star left, really angry," in live clash. Viewers divided after tense on-air moment. By midday, the incident had become one of the most talked about television moments of the week. Later that afternoon, Alex sat alone in a quiet dressing room, scrolling through the reactions. Praise, criticism, memes, think pieces. It was overwhelming. A soft knock broke the silence. "Come in," Alex called. The show's senior producer stepped inside, closing the door gently behind them. "How are you holding up?" Alex shrugged. "I've had better mornings." There was a pause before the producer spoke again. "For what it's worth, I think people saw something real today. Not perfect, but real." Alex looked up. "Is that a good thing?" The producer smiled slightly. "In television, it's rare." That evening, Alex made a decision. Instead of staying silent or issuing a carefully worded statement through a PR team, they took to social media themselves. "I care deeply about the conversations we have on air," the post read. "Today got more heated than intended, and I understand why some viewers felt uncomfortable. But I also believe in respectful dialogue, and that includes being heard. I'll always strive to do better." The response was immediate. Thousands of comments poured in, many supportive, some critical, but most acknowledging the honesty. Because in a world of scripted lines and rehearsed reactions, authenticity, even messy, imperfect authenticity, still had the power to connect. The next morning, as the studio lights flickered on once again, there was a sense of anticipation in the air. Would it be addressed, ignored, smoothed over? As the countdown began, Alex sat in their chair, posture steady, expression calm, but with a quiet determination behind their eyes. 3, 2, 1, we're live. And just like that, the show moved forward. But something had changed.